So let's see what happens when we change this from travel redemption at 1 cent per points to transfer partners for 2 cents per points.
What the heck?
These are American Express Platinum cards, and it has been exactly 1 year since I have gotten this card. Today, I'm going to do a full 1 year review of this card. I will do a total value calculation and ultimately decide whether this card has been worth the $695 annual fee. Let's get started. Amex Platinum has gone through drastic changes in the last year. This card has become almost unrecognizable. I mean, just look at these designs. When I applied, there was only one option to choose from. Now we have three. Also, the annual fee was only $550. But to be fair, there was also far less benefits available at the time. But with all these changes to the Platinum card, has it become better or worse? Well, let's find out. So one of the superpower of this card is how it behaves like a coupon books rather than the actual credit card. Even though this card has $695 annual fee, it has many credits that will help you negate that annual fee. Let's talk about how much credit, perks and benefits I was able to use during the last year. Don't worry, I came prepared with spreadsheet and everything. So when I applied for this card, it had a 100,000 membership reward points welcome offer, historic high at the time. It also had limited time multipliers of 10x points on gas station and supermarket for the first 6 months. Not only that, this card also had limited time $30 monthly PayPal credit. Because we were still in the middle of the travel lockdown, I was able to use this credit for 3 months. Now, my timing couldn't have been better because in the summer of 2021, this card actually raised its annual fee to $695, but it also brought a lot of new perks and benefits with that. And since I already had this card for $550, I was able to use all of the new benefits for the same annual fee. Now, let's not waste any more time and move on to value calculation. So for this, we're gonna use the Ask Sebby's Platinum calculator. If you don't know who Ask Sebby is, he is a credit card YouTuber just like me, only better. If you like learning about credit cards, go ahead and check him out. That being said, here we are at the Platinum calculator. So this will help us determine whether or not the Platinum card has been worth it for me. Okay, let's do this. Are you eligible for the welcome offer? Yes, I am. Are you able to complete $6,000 of spend? Yes, I did. The current public offer, 100,000 MR points. That's correct. So as far as the 5X category goes, we don't really have to worry about that because we already know my total MR points earning in a year. Here we can see as of right now, I have 121,000 MR points. And if you watch my previous video about how I was able to stay at the Bellagio for free, you know that I used 25,000 points to top off my charges. If you combine that, the total comes out to be 146,000 MR points. Since we already put 100,000 as a welcome offer, that just leaves 46,000 remaining points. So all we can do is get rid of this, get rid of that, and put 46,000 here. There you go. Just a quick clarification, you might see my Blue Business Plus card and think some of that points might have come from that card, but it's not. If you haven't already seen my video about the Blue Business Plus, you know that I recently got this card. I haven't even paid my first balance. So rest assured, all of these points are from the Platinum card, which just makes it much simpler. So okay, moving on. How do you plan to redeem these points? So for now, let's just keep it simple and put travel at 1 cent per points. Alright, let's move on to the credits. Okay, so for the $200 airline credit, as you can see, I was able to use full $200 worth of credit. Okay, for the $100 Saks credit, I have used the full $100 as well. For the first $50, I bought a sunglasses, and for the other half, I bought a perfume. There you go. Now, for the $200 Uber credit, not going to lie, I have used every single month of this credit. When I'm hungry or when I'm bored, I often find myself ordering food from Uber Eats, so this credit helps me offset that fee a little bit. Okay, moving on, we have the $100 global entry credit. Yes, I have also used this credit. As you can see, I was able to fully take advantage of this credit and and get myself a global entry card. Now for the $200 hotel credit, yes, I have used this credit as well. If you haven't seen my video about how I redeem the $200 hotel credit for maximum value, please check the link in the description below. Thank you. Okay, for the $240 digital entertainment credit, this is where it gets kind of tough. Don't worry though, like I said, I came prepared with a spreadsheet. As you can see from this spreadsheet, I used this credit 8 times to redeem for Audible. Now, before this credit, I was using the free version of Audible, which was great, but the paid version is much better. But now, Amex has finally added a useful streaming service, Disney Plus bundle, as an eligible option. So I think I will be getting even more value from this credit. As of right now, 15.85 times 8 is 126.8. So let's just round that down to 126. Now, for the $300 Equinox credit, I'm not even going to count that as a relevant credit. For me, I'm just gonna put that 0 and move on. Same with the $179 Clear credit. Now, I'm sure I can get use out of this credit, but I already have global entries, so I don't feel like getting them both right now. Okay, for the Walmart Plus credit, this is actually something I've thought about getting, but haven't gotten around to signing up for it. So as of right now, this will just be $0 as well. Yeah, it's gonna be 0 for the $300 Soul Cycle credit as well. Okay, wow, just like that, we're done with statement credits. Okay, let's move on to other benefits. First, we have the Centurion Lounge. Yes, I made a video about that as well. Thankfully, I was able to experience the Denver Centurion Lounge. But since Amex is changing the policy for the Centurion Lounge and says it's gonna start charging guests $50 per person, excluding the card holder, I don't think I would value this credit going forward. I mean, who would travel alone, am I right? That being said, I did go to the lounge once, so I will add $50 for this. Moving on to the Priority Pass. Now, I have actually used Priority Pass lounges like 3 times, and I want to calculate this as half of Centurion Lounge. So 3 times half of 50, 25 is 75. I hope that makes sense. Now, for the Fine Hotels and Resort and Centurion Suites, I'm just gonna put that as a 0 for now, because other than that one time, I have never used FHR and probably never going to use it unless to use that $200 hotel credit again. Yeah, I'm also gonna value the status as 0 as well. I have never really used either the car rental or the hotel status. You know what? It's same with the Platinum Concierge and cell phone protection as well. Just never really used it. It looks like this is the end of the calculation. So the year 1 value is about $2,300. Now that's insane, but we're not done yet. Remember, I had that limited time PayPal credit. I told you that I used that credit 3 times. So 3 times 30 is 90. But where would we add that? Oh, I'm simply gonna add that to the other benefits. I think that's fair, right? Okay, so just above $2,380. That sounds about right, except not quite. If you look at the calculation method, Sebby calculates the value as points plus credit plus benefits minus the annual fee. And what is the annual fee he is using to calculate? That's right, $695. Except I didn't pay $695, I only paid $550. So in order to get proper value, we have to add another $145 to the credit. $695 minus $550 is $145. I think that's a fair calculation. So let's just add that to, I don't know, cell phone protection. Why not? Am I right? Okay, there you go. Now we're talking. So in the first year, and this is no joke, I have profited just above $2,500 from a single credit card. And remember, this is pure profit because we already subtracted the annual fee. And remember, we only have these dollars because we said we would redeem this for 1 cent per points. But if you go up here and change this to transfer partners, which is probably how I'm going to end up using this credit, let's see the magic number. Insane. I don't even know what to say. Almost $4,000 worth of value from a single credit card in 1 year. That's unbelievable. Honestly, I'm beyond words. And I didn't even mention all the insurances and protections this card has. And by the way, it's one of the best in the business. And their customer service is beyond amazing as well. Now, I recognize that there is a point to be made that I wouldn't have used most of these credits or services if the statement credits weren't offered to me. And there might be some truth to that. But at the end of the day, I did use this credit. And most importantly, I didn't went out of my way or went above and beyond what I actually needed or wanted. So So that just goes to show, just because a card has a higher annual fee doesn't always mean it's a bad value. Now I will admit I got lucky and ended up with $550 annual fee, but the new $695 is about to hit me like a truck, and to be honest, I still don't know how to feel about that. Will I keep or cancel this card? I don't know yet, but I would say it all depends on the redemption offer. If you want to see a video about that, and if you want to know how to use points, statement credits, and other benefits of credit cards to maximize its value, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to know even more details about this card or watch me unbox it, click on the screen right now to watch that video, and I will see you there. Bye for now.